Hi everyone, and welcome to this tarot read. Thank you very much for joining me. Alrighty guys, so I'm going to remind you that this is going to be a general read, so it might resonate with you or it might not. There might even be sort of bits and pieces that speak to you. Feel free to take whatever feels right and leave the rest. We'll see what these cards have to say today. And remember guys, we are going to pull an energy card at the end of this read too. Growth. Plants and growth. Somebody's growing, somebody's learning. I have like this distinct like learning life lesson. Someone's learning a life lesson. This is a chance to sort of start fresh. This is a chance to learn something new. Let's see what else these cards have to say. Cave is about protection. See, I don't get like somebody's, I'm just going to say it, I don't get like somebody is going to be getting tons and tons of blessings. I feel like this is like some hard lessons that are going to be learned. Like somebody's feeling like they need to protect themselves from something. Or they're trying to insulate themselves from something, but it does have something to do with their own behavior. Something that they chose, something that they did, that they're possibly trying to hide from the consequences of. But I feel like things are coming to light. Well, see, this is going to be a big change. Whatever this is that somebody's trying to run from, and this is why they're trying to run from it, this is actually going to be a huge change in their life and not a positive change. This is somebody's going to have to answer for something. Something that they did, something that was extremely destructive. And it was destructive to somebody else's life, somebody else's home life. This is a chance for them to learn a life lesson, though I do have that distinct impression from the cards that this is like, it's not just sort of other forces stepping in to hold them accountable, but it's also sort of the universe, giving them some sort of a chance to gain some clarity, some insight on how their behavior affects others, on the way that they're choosing to live their life. I do feel like this is something illegal. Whatever this was something illegal. And it was something that very much affected someone's home life. I almost see the word like devastated in my mind. Like, I don't know if it had to do with someone's home, because I keep getting pulled back to earth to comfort someone's where they feel safe, where you're supposed to be able to feel safe. And it's like that's where it took place. I don't know if they broke into somebody's house or they found some way to gain somebody's trust and then did something to someone's house or robbed them. It is something illegal, and it does have to do with someone's home, and they are getting held accountable for it. They're trying to avoid it. They're trying to avoid taking responsibility. They're trying to move away and distance themselves from whatever this is. But it's like this is coming to light whether they like it or not. They are going to be held accountable for it. There's no way to lie their way out of this. There's no way to spin this in which they don't look guilty. They are going to be held accountable. It's just whether they decide to sort of learn a life lesson from this or not. And right now they're very much in their emotions. So when I say that, I say feeling sorry for themselves. This person is scared and feeling sorry for themselves. They don't want to take responsibility for what they've done. But like, this is a chance. This is like, this Two of Wands is like a chance to choose your path. So we're going to choose either this dishonest path where we try and hide from what we did and we never take responsibility for it, or we're going to man up, we're going to put on our big girl panties, and we're going to stand up and say, yes, I made this choice. Yes, I did this. Yes, I will answer for the consequences, and then learn from that and get our friggin' shit together. It's like this person's at a crossroads. They're at like a universal crossroads on their life path right now. And this is like karma caught up with this person. Karma caught up with them. This Five of Pentacles is also speaking to this sense of being left out in the cold. This is what they did to somebody. They put somebody in a really bad way. in a really bad way. I don't know if they made somebody lose their home or they destroyed somebody's house or just stole a bunch of shit that was in it and cost them a lot financially that this person didn't have to give. It puts somebody in a really, really bad spot, whatever they did. And it's all coming to light now. Everything that they did is coming to light. There is no hiding from it. It's like karma, the universe, the powers that be are stepping in, are helping out, our worldly forces to be able to hold this person accountable for their actions. And to me, this Empress card, she is the universe coming forward. She is the universe coming forward, sort of putting her foot down, offering this person this crossroads in their life. Which path are you going to take? Are you going to take the path of growth? Are you going to take the path of, the high road of learning your life lesson, of doing your time, admitting to what you've done and trying to create a new life and to make amends? Or are you going to fucking hide? Like this cave card, are you going to just try and hide away and not take responsibility and not gain any insight? It's like she's bringing this opportunity forward. But they put somebody in a really horrible spot financially with their behavior. Really, really bad. We do have this Queen of Cups here. So Cups is indicative of emotions. I don't feel like this is speaking to a water sign, which it sometimes can be. This is more like the Queen of Emotions. And this is going to be the person they manipulated. So somebody is angry. Somebody's angry. Somebody wants someone held accountable. Like I said, they put somebody in a horrible spot financially. So we got two people who are deep in their emotions. We got someone who's deep in fear because they're being held accountable for what they did. And we have somebody who's deep in sadness and probably anger and resentment as well. Because they got put in a shit spot. They got taken advantage of. I feel cheated and lied to. These are the words that come into my mind. Cheated and lied to. To be able to trust somebody, to sort of gain someone's trust here, and then they exploited that trust and took advantage of them and left them in an awful spot. We have this King of Swords here. This King of Swords is going to be representative of law enforcement in this case, of the judge, of the one who makes that final ruling. He is in charge of this person's Wheel of Fortune. And that is, okay, and see, that makes sense. Because he is actually going to take into account this person's attitude and the path that they choose. If this person chooses to keep denying, they choose to keep trying to hide and deflect and not take responsibility, that will turn their Wheel of Fortune one way. If this person chooses to step up, man up, put on their big girl panties, and take responsibility for what they've done, that will turn the Wheel of Fortune the other way. It will go in their favor. It's like it's up to them. It's up to them what path they want to take. And that outcome has not been determined yet. That's why we have the Moon card. We don't know which way this Wheel of Fortune is going to turn because this person is still trying to decide whether they're going to take responsibility or whether they're going to keep trying to hide from this shit and deflect it and ignore it and pretend like it's not happening. And part of this is what I'm saying, is that why this happened. This was like out of jealousy. So they targeted someone. They targeted someone who they saw in like this Emperor energy. So someone who they felt was successful. Someone who they felt was wealthy to a certain extent. And it was someone who they sort of wanted that life, or they wanted some of those things for themselves. But instead of, spending all that time and effort working to attain these things like the rest of us have to do, this person wanted to take a shortcut. This person, they allowed their jealousy and their greed and their passion for taking what someone else had to sort of guide them into manipulating someone. Instead of doing the work like the rest of us have to do. We want something nice, new, and shiny. Well, shit, you gotta go out and you gotta work hard to get it. But this person was like, I'm just gonna figure out a way to manipulate someone and take it from them. Someone who already has it, somebody who put in the effort, somebody who did the work. So whatever this is that they're doing, there is going to be a big change in their life. One way or another, the way that they were living their life before, I do feel like that has come to an end. In some way, shape, or form, they're going to have to answer for this. It's the severity of how they're going to answer for it that's going to be determined by whether they take responsibility or not. But the way that they were living their life up until now, that has now come to an end. That has changed. That's what this death card represents. We are closing the door on that chapter. That no longer exists. Their life has now changed from here on in. It's up to them in what degree sort of things are changing as to whether they're going to own up to their responsibilities, face their fears. This is a time where they can gain a new perspective in life. This is an opportunity. Like I said, it's an opportunity from the universe for this person to get their shit together, to be able to gain some insight and to grow. This is a chance for personal growth. After all of this awful shit that they did, this is a chance for them to grow the fuck up. But now as to whether they're going to do it, whether they're going to be able to free themselves from sort of this mindset and these fears, to be able to face their fears and step up and take responsibility, I do feel like that remains to be seen. And right now they're feeling extremely scared and extremely sorry for themselves. So this is something that they're going to have to work on. This is something that they're going to have to overcome. One way or another, justice will be done. No matter what choice they make, they will answer for what they've done. It's the severity of that that's going to depend on whether they take responsibility like an adult or not. We're going to grab one of these crystal cards for an energy card, just to sort of finish off the read. We actually had two pop out. So we had Hermitite, which represents ground yourself. And this other one says, so allow yourself to receive. This person needs to be real. This person needs to be real. They need to own up to their shit, be real about what they did, and then be open to whatever punishment is going to come their way. And I don't want to say take it like a man, because that sounds really sexist, but it's like take it like a grown-up. Own your shit and take it like a grown-up. Be a big person and take it like a grown-up. Own your own actions. Own up to your responsibilities. And that's what the cards are encouraging this person to do. That within that, this is a chance for personal growth. This is a chance for insight. And this is a chance to actually change the direction that their life is going in. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed that read. If you did, and if you found value in it, please hit that like button or that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel out. Have a great day, guys. Take care.